Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Why did Imam Hussein alayhi salam exit Mecca? What happened with him? The lamps of Mecca had barely been lit in joy before the shadows of assassins began to move through its alleyways. When Imam Hussein alayhi salam first entered Mecca, the city was filled with joy. He pitched his tent in the upper quarter, then moved to the house of his uncle Abbas. Day and night, the people flocked to him, pilgrims from distant lands, residents of the holy city. Even Abdullah bin Zubayr, who had hidden jealousy towards Imam Hussein alayhi salam, used to visit him. The people had found this individual, this leader, this figure. But this very devotion painted a target on Imam Hussein's back. So within days of his arrival, letters began pouring in from Kufa. The first one arrived in the holy month of Ramadan, carried by two messengers. Then more and more, and as mentioned by some, it reached 500 letters, all begging him to come. We have no Imam but you, the gardens are green, the land is ready. Come to an army prepared for you. And hurry, hurry, O son of Rasulullah. Imam Hussein alayhi salam didn't rush. He stayed in his ihram. He stayed in Mecca until he told his cousin Muslim ibn Aqil go to Kufa. He told him to see if their hearts matched their words and if they were really united in truth. And if so, send for me so I would go to Kufa. He also wrote, there were messages between him and the chiefs of Basra, calling them to revive to the forgotten Sunnah. But there in Basra, betrayal struck. For example, one of his messengers was handed over to Abdullah bin Ziyad. The messenger was beheaded without a single question. Then he was crucified. The messenger then stormed the pulpit. The governor, then stormed the pulpit and warned the people of Basra, I am the poison to whoever fights me. So the first blood has been spilled. And now Mecca itself was becoming a cage. Yazid, enraged that Hussein alayhi salam still refused alliance and therefore dismissed the soft governor of Medina, he appointed a ruthless one in Mecca, which was Amr bin Sa'id, and his orders were clear. Capture Hussein or kill him, even if he clung to the curtains of the Kaaba. Armed men patrolled the streets, spies lurked among the pilgrims. The holiness of the city was about to be torn apart, and Hussein alayhi salam knew it. He gathered his supporters and said, I fear that the house of Allah will be violated through me. So he could not allow the blood of the Prophet's grandson to stain the very ground where his grandfather had preached peace. So on the 8th of the Hajjah, Yawm al-Tarwiyah, the pilgrims were preparing for Hajj. Imam Hussein made a heart-wrenching decision. He transformed his pilgrimage into the Lesser Umrah, and with his family and a small band of followers, he stepped out of the sanctuary. He looked back at the Kaaba, the house built by his forefather Ibrahim. Knowing he was never going to see it again, he set his face towards the desert, toward Kufa. And Mecca was no longer safe for the grandson of Rasulullah, a safe ground, a safe land for even animals, for even birds and stock. So he left the house of Allah to protect it from the hands of those who had forgotten Allah.